So it says that if you record on the cloud, you can always download on your system, on your computer later.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Oleka, and I'm your facilitator for today. I'm going to share my screen immediately so that we kickstart our discussion for today. All right. All right, good evening once again. Our focus today is going to be on um, cyber security. And today we are considering or we are looking into what we'll call ethical hacking. Okay, I'm going to go over this again for the sake of proper understanding, for the sake of clarity, right? If you take a look on my screen, you will see the course outline. The first one is Introduction to Ethical Hacking. We'll have Introduction to Kali Linux. We'll have the anonymity. We'll have what we'll call the Module 4, which is a reconnaissance. We'll have the Module 5, the sniffing. Module 6 will have the port scanning and enumeration. Module 7 will have what we'll call the vulnerability analysis. Now on Module 8, we'll have password hacking. Module 9, we'll have server hacking. These are the courses we are going to be looking at throughout the course of this training. And look at Module 10, the system hacking. Module 11 will have hacking wireless network. Module 12 will have the denial of service. 13 will have social engineering. 14 will have cryptography and steganography. Then module 15 will have web application testing. And these are the module for this course, right? Or module for this training. Don't forget, our focus is on certified ethical hacking, or what we'll call the CEH. All right, now let's go into our discussion. What are the course requirements? I remember someone reaching out to me, I think 2 days ago, and she was asking me, how should we download the proper material or proper software needed for the course. All right. She has been part of the training. She has been following us all this while, but she got a job recently. So he was trying to download the right software, the right application, so that she can start with her, or she can go on with her practicals. All right. Now, this was a thing of concern for me because I observed that while she was at it, there were certain mistakes she did. It just dawned on me that there are also many people who might be in the same shoe with her or might be in the same category with her, but they might not have that boldness to open up. So that is one of the reasons why we are running a review or looking at this subject again. All right. So what are the requirements? But one requirement you need is what we call the Oracle Visual Bus. I'm not going to be downloading anything. All right. Just the Oracle Visual Bus, but I might be showing us what it looks like. But one thing you need is what we call the Oracle Visual Bus. Now, the link on my screen, once you click on the link on my screen, it takes you straight to where you can download it. So it takes you straight to download the link. Look at it. The moment you click on the link on my screen, you start downloading, but I'm going to pause it because I already have it downloaded. Okay, so, and this is the advantage of those who have the notes. I've shared this note, but this is a different note. This is quite different, a little different from the one I shared. So once you click on this link, it takes you there. But what if you don't have the link? How do you go about it? Just go straight to your browser. When you go to your browser, depending on the browser you are using, some I know some use Chrome, some also use Microsoft browser. All right. So this is Edge. Okay. So just type Visual Boss. Don't forget what I said the other time. When you want to download anything, please make sure you download it from the website of the company. For example, if I want to download something, maybe Microsoft or Microsoft application, okay, it will be foolish of me to just go online and start searching for a website that I can download it from. Okay, they are the best option for me. The best thing for me to do is just to type Microsoft, go to their website and download it. Why am I saying this? One is that you are training yourself to become a certified ethical hacker, and you must play by the rules. Don't forget that you are also a target. If you are working for an organization or for a company and you don't pay attention to certain rules, you become the target through which hackers will use in order to penetrate the company or the organization. Now, there are many softwares or many sites that embed malwares in their software. So the moment you download it to your system, you automatically have downloaded a malware into your system. So in order to prevent that, the best catch is just go to the website of the company you want to download their application and download it from there. So you just go to Visual Box. Let's click on Visual Box. All right, see, this is their website, visualboss.org. Click on it, visualboss.org. The moment you click on it, it takes you to this page. All right, you see their page. This is their page. This is their website. Just go to downloads, click on downloads. Okay, it now takes you to the next page, which are the applications they have. Now, you are not looking for Solaris. They have Solaris, so you can download it from here. They have Linux distributor. They have Mac. These are applications that are compatible with certain operating systems. All right, don't forget that these are operating systems. Windows is an operating system. Mac OS is also an operating system. We have Solaris. We have Linux. So remember which operating system I'm using. What you are using is Windows. For the sake of this course, you just click on Windows. Okay, the moment you click on it, it starts downloading. So I'm going to pause. So this particular link right now is the same link you have on my notes. All right. So that is it. So you just click on Visual Box and it takes you to the platform. Then click on Windows host if you are using Windows. If yours is Mac, click on Mac. That's if you are using Apple. If what you want to download, maybe you are using Linux, you click on Linux. Solaris, depending on the operating system you are using. Now, all right, let's get back to our notes. Okay, so here we'll have the Visual Box as one of the requirements. Number two is we have the Kali Linux. We have the Kali Linux. Now, Visual Box, why Visual Box? Okay, now the reason why is because most of us here, if not all, are using a Windows operating system laptop. All right. I don't believe maybe the operating system that you are working on your laptop is Windows operating system. Okay. And there are some people who what they are using is Linux operating system. Okay. If you are using that Linux operating system, then you don't have an issue. All you need to do is just, since you have Linux operating system, you just go on and start using your Linux. Why are we downloading Visual Boss? Why we are downloading Visual Boss is because we want to do what is called dualization. We want to dualize our system. What do I mean by dualization? Is a process whereby you divide a system into two compartments. For example, you divide a system into two operating system compartments. So whereby you are using a Windows operating system and at the same time you are using a Linux operating system or any other operating system which you want to use. Okay, but for the sake of this discussion and this class, we want to dualize our system so that we can use what we call the Linux on our system while we still use our Windows when need be on our system. Please, if you understood what I said, just go to the chat box and drop 444 on the chat box. Now, another thing we call, another name we can give to it is what we call the BIOS visualization. Okay, the BIOS visualization. And when you get your laptop, one of the things you need to check or one of the things you need to activate is to go to your BIOS and activate what? We can recall and activate what we call what? I want to know if there's someone who still remember what we discussed before. Just go to your system. If you are using Windows, go to your BIOS and activate what we call what? Visualization. Call it visualization. All right. How do you do that? The technicality of it is quite different depending on the laptop or depending on the type of laptop. What do I mean by that? Someone that is using a HP laptop, and someone that is using a Dell laptop, and someone that is using what other laptop you will use? Microsoft Windows laptop, or someone that is using maybe which other laptop? Which other make? Okay, are we talking about Apple? Yeah.
No.
It's make okay, whichever make you are using, the way to check your BIOS and activate your or turn on your visualization is quite different. We have the Toshiba, we have the Asus, we have the Lenovo, depending on whichever one you are using. All right. But my recommendation is this: go online and Google it. Okay, just go to your, for example, using HP, just come online and Google how to activate my visualization. Via BIOS. Or just enable visualization, whichever one. Enable visualization in your BIOS. Look at it. Put off your computer. This is for HP. All right. All right. Okay, let me specify it using. Okay, let me use BIOS for HP laptop. Okay. Very simple. To enable visualization setting in your BIOS on HP PC, what you need, number one, when booting up your computer, keep pressing escape button. What does it mean? Just put off your computer, shut it down, put it on again. The moment you put on your system, just go on tap, start tapping on the escape key. Don't allow the system to boot, because once it boots, you won't get to your BIOS. The moment you put it on, start clicking on the escape key. Once you do that, it will take you to another page. Press the escape button to interrupt the booting. Once you do that, press F10, okay, button to enter your BIOS setup. Then press the right key until you get to the system configuration. All right. Then press the down arrow key until your turn on visualization is highlighted. So once you press the down key, it highlights turn on visualization. Then you click enter. Once it's highlighted, press F6 to enable it. So you see, this is for HP. So whichever laptop you're using, depending on the make of your laptop, you just Google it and then follow the process. All right. So once you've done that, once you turn on your BIOS or turn on your visualization, what is the effect? The effect is that it enables your system to host dual operating system, or it enables your system to run dual operating system. So in a system, you can run Windows operating system, you can at the same time run Linux operating system. Instead of buying a new laptop and just dedicating that laptop just for Linux, if you have the money, why not? That is okay. If you can, that is a good one. All right. But if you can't, you can still use same laptop for your Windows, same laptop for your Linux. All right. So now, when you are done downloading the Oracle, the next operating system, the next application you are going to download is what we call the Kali. All right. You have to download the Kali. Please, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is there any interference,
Yes, sir, we
noise,
can hear you.
interference, please?
We
I
can hear you,
just
sir.
want to
Yes,
be
sir, we can hear you,
sure.
sir.
Can you hear me very well? Can you hear me very well?
Yes,
Yes,
sir, we
it's,
can hear
it's
you.
going very well, sir.
Just use the chat notification button. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So once you are done with that, go to Kali, download Kali. How do you download Kali? If you have my notes, if you click on the notes straight up, it takes you to the application to download the Kali application to download, which suits the Visual Box. All right. Okay. If I click on it right now, it will start downloading. Okay. I think there is something wrong with the link. So best option or best way to go about it, just go straight to the browser, type in Kali Linux download. So this is Kali website. Click on it, get your Kali, and you have the installer's image, you have the visual machine. Now we are downloading that of the visual machine. So you click on the visual machines, right? So under the visual machine, you have the VMware, you have the Visual Box. Now let me come in here. Remember that what you first downloaded initially was the Visual Box. So because you downloaded the Visual Box, you are going to need the visual machine to be able to install. You're going to need the visual machine that can enable the installation or the activation or the operation, rather, that's the operation of the Visual Box you've downloaded. So here you are going to click Visual Box. All right. Now, another option, which is what I use here, because sometimes Visual Box there can be one or two issues with that. Okay. Visual Box, there can be one or two issues with that. And almost everyone here, not everyone, but I said almost everyone here is not using Visual Box. We started with Visual Box, but we noticed that there are one or two issues attached to it. So we switched from Visual Box to another application that we can use, which is what we call the VMware. So here, back to my notes. If you want to use the VMware, instead of downloading Oracle Visual Box, you can download the VMware. So you either download any of the two, depending on the one you want to use, Oracle Visual Box, or you download the VMware. For me, I am using the VMware. Okay, it's very simple. Just go click on the VMware website, VMware. All right. So, if you have issues with that, please don't forget to reach out to me through chat, or if you are watching this video on YouTube, don't forget to reach out to me and I will guide you on how to do that. So that is it. So let's proceed. Kali Linus. All right. So back to our Kali. So whichever one, maybe VisualBox or VMware. If you are using VMware, you need to download this. If you are using VisualBox, you need to download this. So that is it. So once you are done downloading it, another requirement that we are going to be needing is Metasploitable 2. I've not started talking about this, so I won't go into it for now. Another requirement or application we are going to be needing is what we call the B-Box. The B-Box. When we start going into these applications, I'll start talking on them one after the other. Now, let me get to our module. Today, we are looking at the introduction to ethical hacking. Let's look at our objective, okay? This module introduces you to ethical hacking, and it gives you a broad understanding on how beneficial a career in ethical hacking can be, as well as to the world of information security. Now, on completing this module, you should know, number one, who an ethical hacker is. Number two, you should know the types of hackers. Number three, you should know the attributes of a secure data. Very important. Number four, you should know the attack phases carried out by hackers. Number five, you should commonly use terms, the commonly used terms by professionals. Number six, you should be able to know the difference between an ethical hacker and penetration testers. Number five, last point, we are going to know what we call the ways of penetration tests and the ways they are concluded or conducted. All right, just for the sake of checking and for the sake to be sure that everyone is following me, if you can hear me loud and clear and you followed me up to this point, please drop ethical hacking on the chat box. Everybody, please. I have close to 20-something persons on this call, 26, 27, thereabout. Let's keep it coming up on the chat box. Just drop ethical hacking on the chat box. All right. Ethical hacking. Great, 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 great. Now, let's go into our discussion. Introduction to ethical hacking. What are the types? Under the introduction, we are going to be looking at the types of hackers. What are the 5 phases of an attack? We are also going to be looking at what we call the cyber kill chain. And we are going to be looking at what we call the CIA trades or triads. Yeah, some call it trades, but the correct pronunciation is CIA triad. We are going to be looking at information security terminologies. We are going to be looking at penetration testing. We are going to be looking at cyber crime and cyber laws. All right, introduction to ethical hacking. Okay, introduction to ethical hacking. Okay, this is very important. But before I go into this, I'm going to be what's the time? Okay, I'm going to, this is 10, almost 10, 9:56, because we are going to do a stretch. This course, we're exhausting this thing tonight. So put your house together, put yourself together, and know that we are in for a long run course. We're not shifting any of this discussion to tomorrow or to another day. We are going to exhaust that. I'm going to give you 5 to 10 minutes. Let me say 10 minutes. Just take out 10 minutes. Those of you that want to take water, go ahead and take water. I also know some of us are just coming from work. You need to stretch yourself. Just 10 minutes. This is, let me just say, 9:56 by 10:10. Let me add the other 4 minutes to it. 14 minutes break. By 10:10, we are back again, and we are going to take a stretch for 1 hour before we take another 10 minutes break. So go on with your break. See you in the next 14 to 13 minutes as we kickstart on introduction to ethical hacking. Thank you.